It's on now.
Shalom, Israel. We had some technical difficulties here. But we're okay now. We're had to go through some issues there. But we're okay now, right? Uncle Dosh here in Greenville, South Carolina. Good. Got our technicians doing the technical too. But anyway, back to class. Get some things done here before we go out again. Where we at on now? Are we on Restream? StreamYard. All right, man. I mean, well, as we were saying before, we get back to class here. So lucky about that. Every once in a while, that's what we are, man. When you hit, that's how you know we the children of the Most High, man. We got to make do. Put two. Back in my days, we used to have two antennas. They used for clothes hangers on the old TVs. But that's what we are right now. See, we got some people in class now. We got Sister Jada. We got the Yard. We got what's his name? We got the young man TJ. That's right. I forget his name. We got Shar. We got Officer Kazamar. And we got, it's a bad time for that to go out. We're trying to get class done, right?
Right.
So we say Bob, God, and Dot. We're going to concentrate on those two, right? Those three real quick here. Tell us there's some similarities in there. When you see, you see a little 7 in there, a little 7 again. There's another 7, right? So many. And we're going to show you what we can do with those, right? In order to build a great nation, you have to, what do you do to build a nation? Just simply have children. What do you do to build a great nation? Raise and follow commandments and raise them up in the fear and admonition of the Lord. And then do what? Actually, supposed to do this before that. How do you build a great nation? Anybody? Raise your hand. How do you build a great nation? I'd be surprised. Go ahead. Go ahead. How does Israel, the people up there, become strong and build a great nation? That's who you are. You're TJ from YAHANNA, right? There's Judah. So how do we build a great nation? Go ahead. Anybody? How do we build a great nation, man? Go ahead.
You said have no babies and all that.
That's to build a nation. How you build a great nation?
Great nation.
Anybody?
You have laws.
That's right. That's right. And let's clap it up for this. Actually, really, we're gonna go with that. You have laws. Number 10 is gonna give it to you. We have laws. That one law is to separate from these Edomites now.
Right.
That's how you build a great nation. You ain't gonna do nothing till you get rid of that. Because we can't function in America by being part of it. So let's go with those words. To build. Put that down, New York. Here, I'll tell you what. Tell you what I want y'all to do for me. Where we at? Boy, I'll tell you, what's that pen you use? See what pen right there ain't what for. Transliterate this word for me. Somebody. Oh, what do you do with that cat? Why? We'll let people online just you all see. We'll kind of let the people online and some of these sisters get some of these answers up here. I know they can do it. That you see that one up to the top? Okay. We're going to concentrate on this because I want to get the similarities in these words here. In some of these sounds, I'm sorry. And that's what I want to do. You didn't you didn't double swag, did you?
No.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, that's good. Appreciate that. Explore this. The water officer. So what you got, Jada? I know you got something. YAHANNA? Spell it for me.
B,
Oh, this. I'm sorry, Jada. Go ahead.
it's B-A-N-A-H.
Is that right? Anybody?
Right.
Huh? Well, clap it up for the sister then. You got it right. But nah.
Right.
But nah. You see some of the brothers go around call them but nah. You know what but nah means? To build. That's what it means, right? Bro, make sure we get people back online here. It means to build, man. To build. To build a nation. And of course, we're using the ba. I used it right here. Write that in Assyrian. If you don't mind, you feel like it? Come on up here. Give me that in Assyrian there for me, if you could for me. So, officer, put it right over there, officer. Yeah, but well, you all you gotta do is just look right there. Right? Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, you can put it closer, Nayar. Put it over there, way over there. You got to bring it over there. Yeah, put it right there. And slide all the way to the other end of the board. Take your time. That's good. I mean, it works. Like a hangman, but it works. I can understand what it is. You got to make, when you're officer, you got to make sure that these sisters and the young men, that they can understand what you're writing, right? Yeah. There you go. This stuff kicking in now, hey. Correct you, David, now, right? Now, I don't like that. I don't like that. What is that? What is that? That ain't it. Well, what is that, though? What's that? Tell me what. There you go. Right. What does that spell here? What does that spell? Banal, right? And that's in Assyrian, right? And it means it translates to build. What I've taught you guys before, you can transliterate these here when you see, but that's what it is. We use that Bob kind of understanding of Bob down the dot. The banah, right? To build. You have to build something. That's what we're doing right now. The only way you can build a great nation is to separate from your environment that you have out here. I mean, we got to go out here and make money. I know it, say like if I was a cab driver. Well, I'm going to take whatever fare I can get, right? Hey, I'm cutting somebody's grass. You think I care? But I ain't got to bring them home to guess who's coming to dinner? Do it. I ain't got to bring them home? Do it. Against the law anyway for us to do that, right? So what does that say? Banah, to build. All right? Y'all got that?
Right.
Here. All right, let's put another word. We're going to erase that up there. Let's get another word up here. I'm going to get y'all to do this here. No, you leave that up there. Man. It's dry erasable though, right? Look at that. Transliterate that word. Here. Take your seat there, Nayar. What is that word? You gotta look at that. No, it's not a problem. And that's what you should do. You look at that, watch out now, she's trying to see that board. That's why I paid a lot of money for that board for people to look at. I don't care what you look at. As long as you get it on your own. No one's gonna tell you, because you're gonna be reading sometimes yourself and wonder, what is that? So look at your chart. I mean, that's what that is. So what does it say? You got, what do you think it is?
The dog?
The dog? What do you think, David?
The dog.
Anybody? Verify it.
Like, oh, it's like the dog. It's the dog.
What?
The dog.
Char says Gadol. You said what? You say Gadol?
The dog, I said that at first, but then I changed it to the dog. I don't know why I did. I knew that's a dog.
If you want to second guess yourself, what do you say, David?
So every letter that's underneath the paleo, that's each letter, right?
Every letter that's under the paleo.
So it's like the paleo Hebrew right here?
Yeah.
Every letter is like underneath it, so that it's in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In other words, go over there and stand up there and explain it to us. Just bring it down. Sure, go to the ma. See that ma there? It goes down in a straight line, just like that. Right? So the ma is an ancient. Show the ancient, and then show the Assyrian, and show the ending connector on the Assyrian. I mean, the ending character on the Assyrian. That's how it works, okay? And the board reads straight down. It reads across, of course. Then you go, when you find it, it'll look straight down. Then you'll see the ancient. Go ahead.
So, but it doesn't have the.
It would not have the connectors in this case because Assyrian doesn't have connectors. Only ancient has connectors. Right? Go ahead.
Oh, what's the word?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, Shar said Gadol. The Yar said Gadol. Hell, what you said, Cos?
So it's saying the dog.
Gadol. So
I agree.
you agree that? I'm trying to get you to be confident. You got to be confident in what you read, because because if I don't ask them, they won't say, because they know as officers, they kind of pretty much know what it is. They've gone through this stuff a couple of years. Some people gone for 3 years, so we know. And I can almost close my eyes and hear you say it and see it in my mind. I've been doing it so long. A lot of officers can't. But the dog, they want to get you like that too, right? So that's the dog, right? You said captain. I think we got the dog, the dog, right? The dog. Dog. So, you know what that word means? It means great. Great. Right? So far, put that up there, Yar. As a matter of fact, I want you to transliterate it in ancient. I don't know. We're going to find out in a second. Put it right beside it there. Or, put it on the side there. That's good enough. I'm leaving this stuff up here because it's the base 3 letters that I'm using to build some words for. Give you guys an idea. You got enough room? Kind of bring it down to Yar a little bit, just in case we ain't got enough room, Yeah, it's locked about that. I'm too lazy to get out of the way. I apologize. It's locked. Right? No, that's fine. That's nothing. As a matter of fact, the consistency that you use. Remember, what did I teach you? Always be consistent, right? And I know you do the triangle first. I don't do it that way, but whatever works for you. I can tell that's a B. I mean, what is that? what are you writing there? That's a B, right? We need a,
Oh.
we don't need a B.
Like,
So what do we need?
come up.
Well, that's a beautiful B, but that's not Budall. It's, what do we say? Budall? Now that's a Syrian, right? So what's this Syrian? What's this Syrian G?
What a God you like. I ain't even looking at it.
No, don't look at the chart. Think about it. Abaga. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Uh,
I'm sure. I
no,
wasn't looking at it.
that's ancient. He's done the Syrian,
Oh,
right?
yeah, everybody say.
No, you're gonna go back. We're gonna have to start bringing you back up here. Take your time. Take your time. That's why we got you under the hot kettle seat.
Oh, yeah, you're talking.
No, yeah, right. Don't look at it if you don't have to. Sis can see it. Go ahead, Shar. You got something? The sis can see. You see you. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, please let me answer.
Hey, clap. There we go. That's what you call laboring.
That's it.
He labored for that one, boy. That brick. Well, it's not as big as the job, but I'll accept it, right? No, that's fine. Just make the, you know, maybe the D is too big. There you go. No, that's what you're talking about, connectors. Explain those connectors. Which one of those, Jada, up there is the independent connector? And what's the next one called? No. I said, which one is the independent connector? You said the God. So under the next two, what is that? Right. That means you need that dependent connection. That's the only thing I do not like about it ain't the only thing, there's a lot of things I don't like about the Assyrian language. If you don't use connectors, what do you got?
Right.
I mean, you know, I've held classes where inevitably, even when I was doing this when I first started, inevitably, you cannot guess what the word is without those connectors, man.
Right.
It's hard, but it can be done. That's the point, right? So that word, what did I say that word was? It's great, right up there, great. So far we got build a what? Well, put it right there. I'm sorry. I got it. It's not your fault. Put it under here. We're gonna carry on with that and bring it down. Great. And then write the word underneath what that is. What is that word? There you go. Y'all come a long way, I tell you. I used to have to struggle with y'all. I said, hey, y'all just tax me, man. Go home and fit stuff to make y'all memorize this. I ain't gotta do that no more, do it. All right, so far we got, well, what time we got over there? I know we lost time.
It's 8:11. That's a good bit of time.
So the word, here, do this one. Erase that up there for me, if you could, for me. Nah, leave that there. That's cool. That's cool. Talk to me. Sit down. Let that resonate in the mind. Tell me what it is. You know? What we got online over there, Cos? Anybody?
We got our sister Natasha checking in.
Natasha? Who else we got over there? We got them good. We got two women checking in class here.
All right, that's it so far.
Hmm?
Said that's it so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost a few because of our last transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably couldn't recover from that yah. I mean, that probably was.
I'm not even looking. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what that middle one is. I ain't looking. I'm looking.
You know, I just made it easier or harder, depending on how you see things. Oh, let me pass. There we go. Utilize your chart, and that's what you're for. That's what it's for. Anybody online over there?
Hey, you learn.
That's how you learn from the chart.
I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess.
Guessing. I don't want no guess. I want the real thing.
Well, you want to do it?
You got your hand up. That's what you.
I'm gonna say for y'all.
What is it? Now we got. Where we at? We up there on the top, right?
No, it's like.
I mean, I pretty much use these letters here. That's the reason why I got them up there. I did not all of them, but I try to do some of them. But I put Ba God down there just for guidance, you know.
Oh, wow, you know, I ain't gonna
First thing got to run through your mind is, what language is that? Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
Is it Gaza?
What is it?
Is it Gaza?
You say Gaza. You say Gaza, yeah. What did you say? Gaza, yeah, or Gawa? What did you say?
Gaza?
She say Gaza, yeah. What y'all think? She close, right? You close. So you have a problem with that middle one, right? Right?
Yeah, it's like I was thinking like it's the middle one for me. I don't want to look though, 'cause I know it.
I mean, don't get fooled with how high these letters are. I do that. I have to, so you can see them. Because if I made them small, then the audience would not be able to see them. What you want to do is look at the. That's why I make them the same size, except for that last one. We know that's a Yah, like a little bird. Because that's the smallest character there, right? So what do you think now?
I think it's
Yeah, clap it up for the sister. Gawaya. And Gawaya means nation. Okay?
Right.
Nation. Right? All right. Write that up there in ancient there.
Right.
Write it down there. You can write it, how, yeah. No, not up there. I'm sorry. We're going to translate it first.
Oh,
We're going to put nation down. I want you to translate that in nation. Right, correct. Put it down to the side. Just be typical. Try to be typical when you're writing on the board there. What does it look like? Ah, you finally like a slingshot, didn't you? There you go. It's all right, as long as it's there. You're perfected a little bit. Now what are you looking for? It happens. So what are we looking for? Gawa Yah?
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably one of those that we got a little, as little, kind of like a sideways Z. It's one of the officers used to call it with a kickstand on it. Yeah, I mean, this is something that's part of memorize. What do you think? I mean, go ahead and look at the chart. It's gonna be that much of a.
Watch it. This is gonna be the most simplest thing. I know it.
It's not about being simple or hard. You either know it or you don't. Right? It's all right. I mean, I do that sometimes. So put your connectors. That's important. All right. The word is Gawaya. Listen to me. Listen. Gawaya. You put up there Gawaya. Gawaya. You put up there Waya. Gawaya. Listen to how it's pronounced. Gawaya. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Clap it up for him, right?
Right.
Yeah, don't just think. So right or wrong, I don't care. Whoever's teaching you, whatever he said, then that's what you produce on that board. Gawaya, right? It don't matter if he's wrong. Correct that later. But what did he say? I said Gawaya, and then you put it up there. Say, hey, lock your sir. Connectors ain't right or something, But right now, you go with what I said. I said Gawaya. I didn't say Gawaya. Did I? Now, what does that word mean? Put it over there. Yeah. What did I say? Nation? All right. You want to put nation? And you want to put what? Gawaya. Spell it out just like you hear it. Gawa. Yeah, there we go. Wow, appreciate it. And you notice on these words here. So what do we got here? Build a great what? Base. That's what it means. So how would you say it? But not the dog Gawaya. Right? That's how we used to talk back then. But now the dog Gawaya. So let's get up there and proclaim it. Right?
Right.
And then they might say behind it Quadash, which means interpreted to be separate. You
Right.
gotta separate yourself from the family either.
Right.
When the Lord sent us over here from don't be part of the other nation, did he not?
Right.
Find that for me there. Look at that. Said look at that. Don't be part of these other nations. That's Deuteronomy, I think. Maybe that's I can't remember. So when you cross over to the land, don't be part of these other nations. Gawaya. So it says that's what they were saying, but nah, the dog, Gawaya. And or you could say Gawayam. Gawayam, which means nations.
Right.
Right? You added M there, Gawayam, right? So So when he said, you get over to this land after Moses went over there with, he was telling them, of course, Moses never made it to the promised land over there. Joshua was talking to all of them. He said, you find it for me there, y'all? He was finding, and he was telling them, you know, man, look, don't be part. Don't be part. I'll find it here. You got the Bible up there? Okay. Look for me.
Deuteronomy 28 and 43.
It could be. I don't know. Let's see. Look it up. Open it up. What you got?
I got 2 Corinthians 6:17.
Read it. What you got?
Wherefore come out from among them,
Yeah.
and be ye separate.
Yeah.
Saith the Lord.
Yeah, that ain't the one I look for, but I'll accept that.
Okay.
Yeah, just being separate, right? No, I mean that is a Bible precept. But I look for the one where he told them to come out of he was coming out of Egypt. But that's certainly a precept, of course, quite naturally. We want to do that one, right? We want to say that one. He was telling us, come out from among them, man, and don't be part of these other nations, man. Right? Is it Deuteronomy? I don't know. Let me see. Go ahead.
Joshua 23:7, it says, do not associate with them, with these nations that remain among you. Do not invoke the names of their gods or swear by them.
Yeah, we can use that one too. Both of them all lead to separating from these other nations.
Right.
Most I don't want you to be part of those other nations, man.
Right.
Because how you gonna build a nation? How you gonna build a great nation, man? How you gonna do it while you have everybody coming in? Now you got Chinese coming in there, you know, and the Japanese coming in there. You know, what's that? Moab's people.
Right.
And Ammon's people coming in there trying to fry chicken wings up in there, and everybody got. They'll turn you away from your worshiping your God, right?
Right.
That's just kind of like, when you look at it, it's kind of like common sense, right?
Right.
Like the Most High wanted us to be a special people, right? Give me Deuteronomy 7:6 now, y'all. He wanted us to be a special people, so he definitely didn't want us to be. We still good. We definitely didn't want to freeze up yet, did we?
Right.
He didn't want us to be part of the other nations, man, because if you did, you won't learn the Most High.
Right.
And that's what we'll get into that. And that'll piss the Most High off. It'll make him his fire would be kindled against you, right?
Right.
So he want us to do what? To build our own nation. Now, how you gonna do it? You found that for me, New York?
Yeah.
What are we, man? We're supposed to be special people, right? Read that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Right, read that.
For thou art an holy people.
We're what?
For thou art an holy chosen me.
He chose Moab.
Yeah, the
He
Lord.
chose Ammon.
The Lord I got
He
chosen.
chose the East Indian.
Have chosen thee.
He chose the who?
Have chosen
He
thee
chose the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
to be a special people.
To be a special. A lot of people don't want to believe that.
Right.
To be a special people, what? Finish reading.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. The Most High, unto himself. Most High got a what? Special flower, special pit, special color, right? He got all that, man. He got all that. He got The Most High is a lot of people say, "Oh, that ain't fair." Well, who told you that was fair? Ain't no fair. There ain't no equals up in this mud.
Right.
Give me Romans 9 and what's that? 13. Give me that Cosmo. Somebody. I don't care. Like it's as if, well, that ain't fair. Like you see these other nations say, it's not fair. We building our nation. We are Bana, the Dal, Gawayah. We building our own nation. The Most High wants us to do that because we're special people, right? What you got, Yar? What did I say good? What did I say?
Romans 9:13.
Give me that. Read.
Romans 9:13.
Read.
As it is written, Jacob have I
The
loved.
Bible says he's loved us. But go ahead, read. Read.
But Esau have I hated.
Read that. Yeah, he hate Esau because they can't be special. He hate Esau. Keep reading.
Verse 14.
Yeah, read.
What shall we say then?
What shall we say then? Read.
Is there unrighteousness with
That's
God?
what it is. Is it unrighteous to want to build our own nation, man?
Right.
It's unrighteous that the Most High has made us special people, right? He already hated Esau anyway. He don't like those other nations. He don't like Moab. He don't like none of them, right?
Right.
Read.
God forbid.
God do what?
God forbid.
God, it is forbidden, man, that you would even think that. The Most High said, we're going to build our great nation. We're going to Bana, the dog, Gawayah. And that's when the Most High does what he needs, because we ain't smart enough to do it. Most High has to take it upon himself to do what? Read.
Verse 16.
Right.
So then, it is not of him that willeth.
It's not, in other words, it ain't up to me. It ain't up to, is it up to you? Is it up to you? It's up to who? Who is it up to?
It's not for him that willeth,
Right.
nor of him that runneth,
That what?
nor of him that runneth,
Right.
but of God that showeth mercy.
As the Most High, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, the name of Christ. Go ahead, read.
Verse
He
7.
shows the mercy, right?
Right.
He builds the nations, right? So who are you to sit up here and say, why y'all building a nation? How come we can't build you? How come we can't be part of your nation? Read.
Verse 17.
Read.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh,
Right.
even for the same purpose
Right.
have I raised thee up,
Uh-huh.
that I might show my power in thee,
Right. Yeah.
that my name might be declared throughout
Right.
all
Right.
the earth.
Yeah. He destroyed Pharaoh just to show you that he's building up the nation of this, building up. Moses represented the nation of Israel, right?
Right.
And he was trying to build them people up, or us people up.
Right.
The blacks, Hispanic, trying to build TJ up,
That's right.
right? Trying to build our nation up, man. Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian. That's why you got a lot of people out there sad. We was talking to a Egyptian today, wasn't
Right. Right.
we? Guy said, he looking at me like backing off and saying, and I'm saying, what nation? I'm from Egypt. I said, I'm saying, but the car said, you want to give him a car? I said, no, he don't need no car. He don't need nothing right now. I mean, we might give him something. He don't need no car. But what I'm saying is that a lot of these people that can't understand. Then he say, do y'all support the Jews? Say you're Jewish? No, we're not Jewish. We the Jews.
Right.
Said, do y'all support Israel over there? I said, no, in that land we don't support them. So the Most High gonna thrust them out of there. The Most High said that who's the special people? We are special people. What is that Deuteronomy 7:6 again, New York? Where the Bible says that the 12 tribes of Israel, not the Egyptians, not the Moabites, the Chinese, not the Japanese, the East Indian, not the ham sandwiches, the Hamites,
Right.
not those people. Read.
For thou art an holy
The
people
Bible says, thou art a holy people. Who? Who's he talking about? Read.
unto the Lord thy God.
Yeah, unto the Lord thy God. So he has a special people. He's telling us that we are his people. And it's fair, it's fair that he made us his people. So a lot of people look back and say, I used to wonder as a little boy, man, and say, why come I can't go downtown and shop? Why my grandmother and me got to go in the back of the store to get some cloth or whatever we had to get.
Right.
But we were special people that didn't even know it. The Most High was just waiting, and waiting. Now is the time for us to separate and build our nation, right? To separate from these heathens out here, man. You know what I mean? You go to work, you ain't got no choice, right? Right? So let's recap. What we got? So we got Bob, God, and Da. We utilize those words here, right? I mean, you know, you got Bob, God. Of course, we got another God with Yah. And not just, because I said also we use that word in this plural form. How would you say that? Plural. Say it again. Yahweh, clap it up for sister, right? You want to talk about a bunch of nations. That means all of the other nations that are not listed up here in this chart up here, on these flags up here,
Right.
they're not part of us. And it's a hard concept for people to understand. How come? Because they want to be part of the nation, the Gawayam, right? Yasharala. They want to be part of it.
Right.
But they can't be, can they?
Right.
How come they can't be? Because the Most High just said it. We are special people in Deuteronomy 7:6. We got to go for what the Bible says.
Right.
Right? We got to go for what that says. We ain't part of it. We're not part of it. We're not. We can only build our great nation. We can only banah the dog Gawayah from within Israel. Right? That's why the Lord. That's why he spewed us out of his mouth a lot of times, because we were sitting up here trying to what? Accept in all the other nations, right?
Right.
I mean, the Bible's full of countless times where our people did that, right? It's full of that. So that's what he's trying to do. You know, and say, you're not supposed to be part. You're not supposed to be part of these other nations. That right there, all it does is complicate things. And the Most High cannot. That he gets. It lights and kindles a fire, right?
Right.
So we good with this? Good. We got any questions online? Good. Good. We're gonna. I mean, I don't. What time we got? Really about 9:40 or something.
9:36. I mean 8:36.
Eight. Darn, they're 8:40, right? Yeah, we're gonna. New York, if you could for me, come up here and if you don't mind. You got that? You still got that pen? Do I have it? I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess. Hey, erase that. I think we got the idea. Erase everything except for the Bill of Great Nation. Just erase the stuff. Now, the Bill of Great Nation. I'm gonna get some people. I'm just gonna try to, because I noticed that. No, leave that there. I just want to get people familiarized with. Man. Here, stay up here. I want you to. Let me see here. All right. All right. I want people to differentiate this, because in the class it can be time to kind of home in on some of our weaknesses. A lot of people, those things look a lot alike, don't they? They look a lot alike. All right, label the first one then. Hey. We got people online?
No, loud.
Yeah, go ahead. Label the first one, just the first one. What is it? All right. Jada, you want to give a crack at the second one there?
I was gonna say, that is it
Huh?
Is it
Right.
What do you think? Before I clap it up too soon there. What is that? She said aha. You said huh?
No, I was saying,
Well,
is it huh?
You said ha, right?
I say,
Huh?
I say,
You got to second guess it. What is it? Huh?
huh?
Right up there, she said ha. What do you think, Nayar? Don't second guess the clap it up for it, right? I mean, if you can get some of these are like, some of these are like hard because they tell the story of what you know. Put the stem on top of that next one there. What happened there? Yeah, there we go. All right, what's that one, Jada? We'll let her get that. What do you think? Mm.
So I guess that's God.
Who?
God.
God, clap it up for her. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. She said God. I don't care if you use the chart or not, but it doesn't matter. Because after a while, you'll just won't use the chart. Not important. All right. What about this one way over here? Not this one right here.
So like you said, that's not hot, right?
What?
That's
You already got ha up there. Hey, now y'all put me some space on that ha there. You know the difference. Yeah, there you go. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, now got it now. Right? I mean, that's what this is for, to differentiate. Right here, that one.
I say, is it
Because when you're doing words at home, you have to use a chart. And that's your chart. And you got a chart at home? If not, take a picture of that chart before you leave. A good picture that we refer to it. Okay? That's better than having the whole chart right in front of you. What is that one?
that's is it God?
Ka. She said ka. Which one?
There's two.
All right, now y'all, show me the second ka up there. All right, what is that? Is this what is that? Yeah, what is it?
That is
In what?
Syria.
Serious. So give me the ancient ka. That's what she's saying. She said, is there two? Sure.
Oh, the other cop.
So it's hot and then there's cod, right?
Say it again.
So it's hot and then it's cod.
There are two kas, and one is pronounced like my name, CHA, ka, like a long sound. Then you have what?
Ka.
Then you have a short sound. So it's ka, and you have ka.
Well, the cod. That's the last one, right?
Yeah, that. Yeah. Now what's this? That's the Syrian. So what's the ancient? Huh? Say it again.
The ladder.
Yeah, she says the ladder. Yeah, right. She describes it as the ladder, so that she's right. Right. There's only one up there with a ladder. Go ahead and put that ladder up there. Actually, really, there's another one. Sada has a ladder, but that's you kind of break your neck with that one. Right? You want to make it that small? That's fine. Can you see it that far?
No, you cannot. Like,
Make it a little larger. I mean, listen. If I make it large, like up there, then you follow suit, right? There you go. Yeah, because see, if you don't, then people will get that in their brain. It's all about what you put up here, right? She says "ka," right? Okay. All right, the one next to it, Jada, what's that one? Or Nagar.
It's like me.
What you got?
That's a thought.
So, Doc, what you think? I don't know. I don't know about that. Huh?
I thought it was a cardigan.
Right here? What is that?
Huh?
Wait, point to it.
Oh, it has a, okay,
What is that?
that is
I mean, I ain't quite. I mean, some of these thick characters look like. Nah, I didn't give them too much. Here, give me that pen. Let me be fair.
Hey.
I said with you.
That better?
answer.
It's better, isn't it? Because I draw them so fast sometimes, but isn't that a little better? Now what you got?
Is it still top?
Point to on that board where that is.
Oh, God.
No, this is good. So why do you think that's a cop? Because it looks like it,
Right.
except for one distinct feature.
The dot.
What?
The dot.
Yeah, that little right there. You wear glasses? Okay. No, I mean it may look like a dot to you, but if I took it off, it would look like a dot. But like a golf club on the end or something, or a dot. You call it a dot, that's fine. I don't care what you call it, as long as you can differentiate what it is. That is a what?
The dot.
Thought. That's why I put them up here because they look so much alike. Here you go. Thought. She says a thought. Y'all believe that?
Bruh.
What now? All right. Now, what is the thought look like in the ancient? So, write it up there. You ain't even looking at the board, is you? Look at that. Make it a little longer there, though. Remember, make them all relative the same size. There you go. All right? See? Because, I mean, you know, you just now learned that the chart, like when you go across and read them all, then you look down and you'll see the Assyrian, right? You look back up and you got to look in that little column. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of hard to see sometimes, but you're at a whole other angle over here. You got to be almost in front of the board, right? Right? So, Sathah, right? Now, what's that one in between there? Ah. You got to kind of look at it because
So I can't. Is it, is it Z?
who?
Z?
You said Zah? What did you say? I can't hear you.
Z?
Like Z? No, it looks like a Zah. Get right near Zah up there. Write it over there somewhere. Write a Zah. Sort of like that, right? There you go. That's a Zah. Put right Zah under there. Thank you for water. That is a Syrian Zah, by the way. And of course, the Z itself is the ancient. So what is that? What is that thing right there? Go ahead. So nah, what kind of nah?
That's any character.
Indian character, clap up for it. You see that Indian connector? Go ahead.
So like it. Doesn't the now have the line underneath it?
Point to it.
Oh.
It's the ending character.
Oh.
The ending character at the end of a word. Right write YAHANNA up here. Right? YAHANNA. Now spell that. Go ahead and erase that sa. And spell Yayan in Assyrian. And you'll see what we're talking about. We'll give an illustration of how this is used, okay? Go ahead. Because if you're having that problem, then there are people online having the same problem somewhere across the nation.
Oh, you said Assyrian.
Assyrian, right? And don't make them things look too much like 7 now. Make them look like that. Make them look like that up there. I'd buy that right there. Look like birds. That's fine. I don't have a problem. Don't get to look like the. All right. That's Assyrian, right? Now. So what's wrong with what you just did?
Two.
Big too small.
Two.
Think about it. Point to every letter that you just put on that board. That will correct you right there. Ya.
Oh, it's like, I know it. Yeah, it's like.
That's why I said if you point to it, you're gonna get it. You get the point? Huh? Because it's an ending, right? Now you got it, right? Now you see what that is up there. Write a na up there. Now you understand, right? Now you see why we do the ending characters, right? Got it. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you put that in your notes, Jan, and how that ending character is used like that. Now you see, right? I mean, you're going to have some variation. You want to be able to look at these, because I call everybody up here to write on this board. They're going to all have some differences in their writing. But I don't want that. I want it to look like the chart, right? I want it to look like the chart. I practice to make it look exactly like the chart. Now you understand that na, and so how many, you know, when we start the class, when I say how many characters, how many ending characters are there?
How many ending characters?
5, right? And that's why I say that, because you're going to use them inevitably in the Assyrian. At some point, you're going to use those 5. Point to those 5. One at a time.
Ka, ma, na, pa, tazak.
Exactly. We got it? Let's end the class on that. That'll be good enough. Get your things there if you cook for a minute. Let's clap it up for class, man. That's good. Appreciate that. You guys did a wild job. A call to our job, man. You guys, you took the time to write out things and differentiate things, and you got your all right. So you took the time to write things and to differentiate things. Where we at there? Okay, I'll turn the class over to Officer Nayar for announcements. Go ahead.
Precinct officer. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits. They are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted on. They are here to share themselves of the word. They need transportation to teach you will arrange. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must give permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will give permission from the head to marry. Child, which is a commandment. In Numbers 18 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 18 and 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, 10% of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to the clergy department or teaching, priest fund, free will offering, for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. There's the feast of first fruits. That will be starts after the Sabbath. That will be Monday, May 29th this year, 2023. Start after sundown. You can find this in Leviticus chapter 23, and 10 and 22. Remind Akin and Akin walk to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the schools, I wear all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right, then we're going to salute the brothers and sisters.
Sure.
Ahmadu Shabbat, Ahmadu, Barak, YAHANNA,
Right.
Hazamatah,
YAHANNA.
turn to face the sister,
Sorry.
Sar, Ahmadu,
That's like
Ahmadu Shabbat, Barak,
Start over. Yahweh Shamar, Allah Hashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, sis, you repeat the same thing right here. Yahweh Shamar. All right, that's good. All right, got some on top. Dismiss.